I pray that, especially with a lot of men, I feel like it is very important to know when to express love to people that deserve that from you, you know? But I also feel like, just me being who I am, don't give people a form of love that you cannot maintain. My dad didn't know how much I forgave him and cared about him, and literally genuinely would have rebuilt our relationship in today's time. Like I would have done that like in a heartbeat.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Derrick,
And it's your girl Janae.
and we back with another video, y'all. As y'all can see, this is definitely not the type of terms that we like to see you on, you know, because obviously some tragic news has surfaced.
I know that some of our supporters may know because I posted on to my Instagram a few days ago. And I've been having so much going on, and it's been a lot to like try to process the information I heard. Just trying to be the best version of myself and keep pushing and, you know, stay alive, you know, because life's hard. And then when you hear certain things, sometimes it can take a toll on you and just how you feel and react like on your everyday life journey. And I feel like it is very, very important when you're hearing such deep information that you really take the time to process it in the best way that's possible. Unfortunately, about a week before my birthday, and you guys know my birthday was literally just a couple days ago, I found out that my dad lost his battle to lung cancer. And it's just been a lot to process, you know. We were just at home not too long ago. Unfortunately, I did not get to see him then. I haven't seen him since like November, and it's unfortunate that was the last time that I did get to see him. And just considering that him and I did not have the best relationship, but I did spend a nice amount of time with him, especially after my mom passed, but still our relationship was not the best just because of, I guess I would say, our own personal things that we had going on, our own personal traumas and things that we did and did not value at the time. It just didn't allow for us to see eye to eye on our our father-daughter journey. And it's unfortunate, but things happen for whatever reason God has in store for that, and I've accepted that part. So it's just been a lot for me to just try to process, you know, especially because if you know me and you really know me, I've always been very vocal about the relationship I have had with my dad. And I know some people can relate, so that's why I'm here to express these type of things. But of course, like as a human, being a human, I wish things could have been better. But with certain stories and things that's going on, it takes two people to have that type of thing. Yeah, it was just a lot for me to hear, and unfortunately I was not able to make it to the services. My dad was buried the day before, cremated the day before my birthday, so I had just found that information out a week before my birthday, and that just lets you know I had about 6 days to figure out what I was going to do. And unfortunately, with the things that I had going on within my household already, and just Derrick can tell you if he doesn't have to vouch for it, but I already have been going through a lot of things mentally and emotionally that I was telling him that I'm trying to overcome myself. So with that information, me hearing that on top, and just not being set up to be able to make the drive home and also come right back within a day span, and just hearing things so sudden. And my grandmother, she wanted to make sure that she just wanted to close out that chapter as soon as possible, and she wanted to have, not saying that she rushed it or anything, she wanted to have the services and just close out that chapter and just, you know, begin her healing journey with everything. And it's completely understandable, but it unfortunately wasn't set up in my cards to be able to make it there to say my farewells to my father. I've prayed about that, I've journaled about it, I've come to my own terms of closure with that. I'm still coming to those terms and stuff like that. But, you know, it's already was pretty hard navigating my life without my mother, and just now accepting the fact that my father's no longer here to give me whatever support he could have offered or anything like that. And I know there's other people that's out here that's also experiencing a life with that similar equation, and it's definitely hard, especially like being a mother to 2 kids now. Like praying that I will be able to see certain things that I might not understand, like, by experiencing. So yeah, we just feel like we wanted to share that. I felt like I wasn't speaking about it just because I'm just trying to break it down to my level of acceptance, to because this is something that happened to me. This is my journey, and I got to make sure that I'm doing the right stuff for myself and for our kids and for my partner, just so I can be sane. But for the sake of my mental health, I won't question anything that has happened, is going to happen, and just what things is,
Just having faith, huh?
Yeah,
having faith in God's plan.
That's the plan. I'm going with it,
Yeah, but it definitely means you process it to your best ability, because your life and your understanding of your life is so important for your direction.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important that you process these types of things. Honestly, on my side, like I obviously knew her daddy, and I knew, we've had a couple conversations, but nothing too deep. It seems like he was mostly a closed book when it come down to like outside people. For the most part, the first thing he told me was to don't hurt his baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told me. It's the first thing he told me when I met him. When I was 17, he told me that, and it stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like he cared about his daughter. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think he
did. He cared. I don't doubt he cared about you.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. I feel like he had other battles and things that he was battling that sometimes that would overshadow him being able to show that he cared more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And just being available to share that. You know what I mean? I feel like just showing the vulnerability was a hard thing for him to fathom.
Mm-hmm.
And I pray that, especially with a lot of men, I feel like it is very important to know when to express love to people that deserve that from you, but I also feel like, just me being who I am, don't give people a form of love that you cannot maintain. So I think that back in September is when I got the call that my dad had lung cancer, and like I told y'all, I went to see him in about November, and it was so crazy the last conversations that I had with him. I could tell that he wasn't well, but I'm always constantly hearing that he's doing better, or it's all right, or I'll be all right. You know what I mean? Like one of them, like it kind of reminds me in a similar way of how things was with my mom. Like I didn't understand like all the way, even though I was young, I was 15. So I didn't really, maybe you don't tell a 15-year-old things like that, but just seeing him then, I'm thinking like, okay, he's all right. And I talk to my dad's mom often. Like I talk to her way more than I talk to him. And she used to tell me he's getting better and stuff like that. But I didn't know he was on limited time. No one shared that information with me until recently, literally like 2 weeks ago. Not even 2 weeks. When I found out he passed, I found out that he had limited time left, and other people knew about that. I didn't know. So yeah.
I would think he did that intentionally to protect you and not hurt you anymore. Hurt you in a worse, like, because honestly, we're so far away that technically we're not there to be able to, what I'm saying, engage in, everyday activities together, you know what I'm saying? So maybe he felt like that was going to, put a strain on you and making you feel like you needed to move, you know what I'm saying? Which obviously we don't know, but
I would have moved differently though.
Yeah,
obviously, you would have told me I have so and so amount of time to live. That's what the doctors are saying. Okay, well, let's try to repatch what we can so that you can feel better about leaving this earth, and I can feel better about what we have while you leave. That's just my opinion.
And you're definitely entitled to that.
As a grown adult.
You feel too, right?
As a 30-year-old, almost 30-year-old woman that's already lost her mom. Like, I feel like me and I know that this might sound, I already told you this before, me, out of all of the siblings that I do have, because I have 6 other sisters that I share the same dad with, just the same dad, I'm the only one out of all of them that lost their mom. And that's why I had to move in with him by law. I feel like if anything, I feel like I deserve to know those type of things. I deserve that, you know what I mean? Like, but here I am again feeling entitled, I guess.
I think that's when it gets tricky, because we all got the experiences we were supposed to get to become who we need to be.
Yeah, you're right.
The good and the bad.
You're right.
Your dad didn't have to fathom with losing his parents. You was doing that before he could even do it. You know what I'm saying? His parents are still alive. So like, he would never know the pain that you was feeling. Mm-hmm. So it's an intelligent thing to be able to understand that they don't even understand it. So you can't really expect them to be there for you the way you need them to be.
And you can't even be mad at them.
You can't be mad. You can't.
I wish that, I feel like my dad didn't know how much I forgave him and cared about him, and literally genuinely would have rebuilt our relationship in today's time. Like, I would have done that, like, in a heartbeat, if he would have just showed me that that's what he wanted to do, you know? But honestly, y'all, this is like a quick little update therapy session in a way.
It takes a lot of courage to come on here and do what you did, babe. So I do want to say appreciate you. I know a lot of other people appreciate you too for doing this, because it's courageous, you know, and it does take a strong woman to be up here and talk about, you know, how they feel in a very vulnerable moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's I know that's one of the things that I love about you, that you're a warrior. You're gonna be good. You're gonna, whenever you come down, you come back up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always help you and support you.
Mommy?
And now, you know, these kids.
Mommy?
These kids, y'all. These kids make you think about life, and you realize how really, really precious it is.
Absolutely.
And it makes you want to cherish it more. Right.
It's worth living. It's worth forgiving. It's worth being loving. It's worth being a nice person. It's worth being kind. Like, nothing but genuine love and genuineness. Okay? Until next time, we out of here. Peace.
On love.
We the short family, and we in here turning up.